Righto. It's been pouring rain for the past 2 or 3 days, and we got still 3 more days of rain, but we're out in the hills. Got a new block, pretty darn good block. Just got shown around sort of a quarter of it, and it's got reds, fallow, more goats than you can poke a stick at. Same as pigs everywhere. But yeah, with this sort of drizzly weather, I reckon it might get these big old red stags fired up. So out here chasing a red. Fingers crossed we can find 1 or 2, and supposed to be some proper handy reds out here. So yeah, hopefully we run across one of them. We're gonna get wet, we're gonna get cold, but it'll all be worth it if it comes together. So walking down this first hill here, and then I'll get up on top of the ridge up here in front of me and cut along it and hunt the afternoon along it. Don't have too long to Sarvey, but got enough time, so we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed we get a few. Been walking for about 10 minutes. Just spotted my first red. I don't know if it's a hind or if it's a stag, but I've just seen the arse end of it go up through there, so I'm going to get into this tree and try and call it in if it's a stag. Like I said, there's some whopping big stags in this country, so it didn't look like a stag from what I seen, but we'll have a look anyway. Worth a look. I only seen like the back half of it for about a second. I've been looking at all these pigs. I would have seen 200 pigs already, I reckon. Bloody pigs everywhere, so fingers crossed this wind holds out, and fingers crossed this is a stag. We'll see how we go. Just got eyes on 1 red deer, and it's a big hind, but you're not going to be able to see it, but I can see her head up through there, so it's bloody awesome. I'll just sit here and make sure there's not a stag in there, but I think I've only seen the one before, so just scared of my pigs, but this is wicked. A few red hinds. Something you see every day. No stag, but I'll keep on looking. A few goats about up here. I'm only allowed to shoot the real big fellas, but so that fella gets a pass. He's a pretty good goat partner. He'd be 34 probably. Yeah, 33, 34. Big one-horned fella. These hills are like death. They're the steepest things I've ever walked up, that's for sure. But it's bloody cool. Cool country. Been walking all morning in the rain. Hills have been quiet. Haven't seen any deer until just then. Oh, don't want to go up see it at all. Down on that green patch there, there was a fallow. So I just grunted at him. He's only little anyway, so I was only going to call him in for a bit of fun, but yeah, she's been quiet. I roared me way along from that ridge way out there, roared me way along to here, just hoping to get a reply from a red, because when I seen that red yesterday was up in that hill there, but I haven't even seen a goat this morning. Seen very little pigs, like yesterday pigs were everywhere, but this morning there's not many pigs at all, so I don't know what's going on, but the rain's starting to ease up here a bit more now. yeah, I'm just gonna push my way up through this massive valley, back along that ridge, all the way back to camp. It's a long ass walk with no food, but gotta do what you gotta do, eh? And I want it red pretty bad, so we're gonna slog it out for the 3 days that we're here and try and find a big old stag here somewhere. There's definitely one here. Them hinds yesterday had fawns on them, so there's one in the area somewhere. Got a pig up in here. Down. You ripper. Oh. Man, it's been a hard slog. Hopefully that's a boar. I don't think it is. I spooked a brindle boar out. He come out and looked at me. Don't know what's going on there. I think something's pumping that. Pig. Another pig. I don't. Yeah, I think something just upped that pig. Like another boar or something. Maybe that was a boar. Let's get down here and have a quick look. Just got to this pig. He got a good set of hooks in him. I thought for sure if... Like I couldn't see hooks hanging out of him, but... Not a bad set of hooks at all. So... It's a cracking good set of hooks. But that there's... Somewhere there is the exit. Might be back a little bit there. Back in there's the exit. Man, wasn't expecting that. Oh, more pigs up here. Shit, there's pigs here everywhere. They're all just starting to come out. Another handy looking pig up here. But yeah, get this one set up for a photo and see how we go. Might try and shoot that one too. Righto. Here's this hooky boar you would have hopefully just seen me shoot. Been a long morning so far. Didn't get out of bed till a bit later, but this rain's just sort of starting to disappear now, so everything's sort of come out since the rain's half stopped, so it should hopefully turn into a good rest of the day. But yeah, been seeing plenty of pigs and just got sick of walking past them. I'm not supposed to shoot many, but I can shoot a couple. And I actually thought this was a sow, but anyway, had a pleasant surprise when I walked up to it. There was another younger boar that attacked him, or got up in there when he was dying and put a mad big gash up there along his eye there. Hopefully you can see that on camera there, but yeah, certainly a good pig. I did break one of his hooks there, dragging him across the rocks, but I wasn't going to keep him anyway, so yeah, he's a cracking good boar. One of the best boars I've shot out of the mountains, that's for sure. But shot a few good ones off the crop country, but out of the mountains he's a friggin', yeah, absolute cracker. So I pickled him. It was sort of quartered to me a little bit. Sent it down just in front of that, like right in front of that triangle, and it come out at the back of the triangle on this side. So he wasn't going far at all, and hopefully you've seen in the video he only went 10 metres before he started rolling down this hill here behind me. So cracking good boar, pumped with it. But yeah, gonna push around the rest of this valley here and try and find a red stag somewhere. But oh, reds have been pretty quiet, not that I can hear much, but now that this rain's pissed off I should be able to hear a little bit better and hopefully hear a big fella up in the hills here having a roar somewhere. So we'll see how we go. Oh, shit, he's got a big set of hooks in him. Holy. 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 Man, I hope I got him good. Had to shoot through some shit, but I think I got him good. Maybe a touch back, but we'll find his arrow somewhere. Shot him at like 5 meters through this tree. Holy. I was a bit worried there when he got so close that he was going to run straight over the top of me when I shot, but have a quick look for this arrow and see if we can't go and find him. I've been looking for this pig. I shot him just up in there. It's like 80 metres up there. But I just don't know what way he wrapped around this hill. I don't know if he come down into this gully, into these blackberries, or whether he cut around here, so there's no blood to go off, nothing. Like, after finding that arrow, I knew I wasn't going to find him dead, but I was hoping I could fly down here real quick and zip another one through him, but I don't think it's going to happen. In theory, I shouldn't have taken that shot, but I thought I could pull it off, but obviously I didn't. He was just moving a little too quick for me to lead him enough through that tiny little gap, but yeah, part of bow hunting, I guess. You stuff up sometimes, but yeah, not much we can do now. Have a bit more of a look for him, but other than that, we just move on. Sucks, but it's a part of the bow hunting game, so we'll keep on pushing, try and find a deer, and hopefully not do the same thing on it. A little bit more sensible on them, but some bad weather rolling in again. But you probably can't see it. Fellow buck with a few does there. He's an absolute stonky of a buck, but he's only got one hit, love. So I'm not gonna shoot him, but this hill's busted me, I tell you. Proper busted me. Geez, he's a good buck. But yeah, keep pushing up. Try to get on top and push down into the next valley. See how we go. Might just head back to camp, but at this point, but starting to get a bit hungry. But I'm bad for saying one more ridge, so that's what I've been doing all morning. Anyway, see how we go. I was sneaking in on that fox, and there's a cracking good boar there. Like he's proper hooky. Skinny old thing. Yes. Yes! Yes! God, that thing's got big hooks. Yes! Now that I've calmed down a little bit, oh, friggin' pumped. This thing isn't big in the body, but the hooks hanging out of this thing are friggin' ridiculous. Like that's nearly taxidermy worthy. Like this pig is 25 kilos, 30 kilos. Hope you can see. Look at the hooks, man. Look at the hooks. Holy. They're bigger than I thought even. Holy. Rightio. Here's this boar you hopefully would have just seen me shoot. He's one of the smallest bodied boars I've seen. Like, his whole backbone is just sticking out. He's all skin and bone. Like, he wouldn't live for much longer. He's as old as the hills, but that's probably why he's got the set of hooks he does. That's, yeah, I don't think I'll ever beat them hooks. That's friggin' ridiculous. How big this side is. That's, yeah, massive. So, pretty pumped, but sick of this rain, won't stop. So I was on my way back to camp and yeah, seen that fox feed and I was like, oh yeah, just go shoot a fox. Then seen the arse end of this fella and thought it was a bony old sow until I snuck in there a bit more and he turned and I seen this side hook and I was like, yeah, probably shoot you over the fox, but super pumped with him. He's a cracking good pig. Yeah, just a pure mountain bull. But yeah, I'm gonna hightail it out of here and try and get back to camp before this gets much worse. I might even have to get completely out of here. So yeah, if I'm not already flooded in, I might have to go this afternoon. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's not looking real good for being able to stay. All these creeks are just pumping and I've got to cross 4 of them to get out, so yeah, see what the creek's like on the way back to camp and make a decision from there. But super pumped with this fella, absolute cracker. So knock his jaw out and head on back. There's the rain on the lens. But all these pigs are fighting over something dead. That one of them a dragon. There's nothing good in the pigs, they're all just shit. There's one boar there, but I passed him up. Back up the hill. But man, freaking ridiculous. Listen to them. Who knows what might come to these things, man. More pigs coming. What are you doing, you dickhead? Boy, what are you doing? Just turn this ridge to get service. You're not going to be able to see it, but that little white dot way out there is a fallow buck. So, just videoing on the phone, but yeah, just come up to get service and see what the radar was doing. It stopped raining, the sun come out for a bit and whatnot, but the sun's sort of gone, but everything seems to be on its feet. I heard a red roaring up in there, but that's just too far for me to go. I won't make it that far to Sarvi, so I'm proper wrecked. So we'll stick close to camp here if I go to Sarv. Everything's wet. I tipped about, my boots were full to the brim of water. The whole camp fell down, everything. So I'll probably just stay at camp this Harvey, but yeah, fallow buck down there. That red just roared again over there, so it's kind of hard not to go over there, but I know I won't make it there, is the only problem. Well, might make it there, but I won't make it back. No chance. All downhill to there and then all uphill to here. So he can stay there until the morning, but yeah, just stay on this ridge and I'll drop over this other side here and have a bit of a glass into this valley where I seen reds yesterday and see how we go. Just walking back to camp. Got reds up on that bench up there. So far I can just see a hind, or two hinds, but I'm just going to sit here and glass. I don't think I'll be able to see him from camp, so I'm just going to sit here and see if a stag walks out. It's our last morning up here. Not going to spend too long this morning. Just going to poke around a few of these close hills and have a look. Had a red roar in there last night, but the wind's bad for where he was, so we'll see what we can see around these hills. We'll wait for this fog to lift up out of the valleys. And then, yeah, see if we can't find a fallow buck. Or there was a stag over this side yesterday that I seen, but right on last light, and who knows where he is now, so hopefully this fog lifts enough and we can find him, but yeah, see how we go. Righto, we're all packed up, heading out. Didn't have a real good hunt this morning, sort of just walked to the main valley and just done a lap around it and then back to camp. She was too foggy for me this morning, couldn't see anything, but I heard one fallow buck have a bit of a croak there, but didn't worry about going and getting eyes on him. Yeah, reds were quiet this morning. I seen a stag yesterday and had a stag roaring yesterday right on last light, but he wasn't having anything to do with it this morning, so I didn't push up into that gully. Had a bad wind for it anyway and couldn't hear him, so didn't push up in there. But yeah, driving back out now. Plenty of pigs and stuff out still, but after shooting those couple boars yesterday, I don't really need to shoot another pig, so I'll look for a decent goat here on the way out, and I can shoot one goat up here, so if there's a big 40-incher here somewhere, I'll go and shoot him. But other than that, yeah, been a pretty good hunt, pretty good weekend. Spent 3 days up here, so some awesome country, but I didn't get to look over even a quarter of it, so hopefully I'll be back out here next weekend or a weekend in the future and yeah, look over the rest of it. Apparently there's a whole nother side that's got a cabin right up on top of a hill and everything, so hopefully I can go and stay in that cabin and listen to bucks croaking all night, because that's the side that the fallows are on. So this side's mainly reds, but there wasn't many this weekend. Plenty of hinds and fawns, but just no big stags. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed and thanks for watching.